And we are live.
Live.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast, man. We got a very important announcement for you guys. Let's get into the show.
Let's go.
For those of you who don't know, read the title. But also, I don't want to ruin anything, so all I'm gonna say is enjoy this. This might be the last intro you get. Maybe it might be an outro now. Matter of fact, we should consider this the Fresh and Fit outro.
All right, and we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh and Fit Podcast, man. As you guys know, we had a show scheduled earlier with Psych Hacks, but we had to cancel because we got some really, sucky news.
Crazy news.
Yeah, crazy news, real talk.
All right, this might be their last hurrah on YouTube, so I honestly want to give them as much time to get whatever they got on their chest out. Okay? That's the only, but I'm going to be skipping because he says a lot of bullshit here. Or he talking about his past, gives us information that either we know or we don't really care about. So I'm just going to skip to the shit that matters, okay?
November, 14th, Internal Affairs. Hey, we need you to come in for an interview. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go, right? And I'm working at the government. I'm sitting at my desk, writing up a report, and I see this email. Yeah. And this is 2020 November. And I, I go, I let my supervisor know, hey, I got to go up to, the Internal Affairs office, right? Because it's not at the same building as us. And, I go over there and they take my phone. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's going on here? And then, and then they're like, they didn't want to tell me, but they're like, hey, we're part of an internal investigation. Next day I meet up with the, the special agent in charge, and they tell me, hey, it has to do with your YouTube. And right there it clicked. I was like, wait, hold on. Okay. They probably think that I'm recording videos on my phone. Like that's what it is, which it was a fucking iPhone 6 or 7. It was a piece of shit. And what ended up happening is I had to make a really tough decision that month. I remember going back and forth, trying to negotiate, trying to figure out what we're going to do. And, they're like, no, you have to pick one. You have to either, you're going to be a YouTuber or you can be a special agent of Homeland, but you're not going to do both.
Hey, man, to speak on that, all I got to say is, if the FBI tell you that we don't fuck with your YouTube channel, at that point, I can't really tell if they don't fuck with the fact that he has the YouTube at all, or if they don't fuck with his channel specifically because the FBI can't be connected with somebody that puts that type of content out there. And anyway, I mean, there are a lot of other people putting out way worse content out there on YouTube. But if the FBI has their own rules and regulations about it, it's understandable. He made the choice for YouTube. I'm sure it worked out great for him so far until now, but we'll see.
Since today. It sucks, guys. It really does suck. Fortunately, we made some moves, etc. And we kind of knew that the type of content that we make, for us to be able to give you this content, we have to.
It comes at a cost.
It comes at a cost, dude.
And it won't be here forever.
Yeah. And
we knew that going
Fresh
into
always said this, enjoy us while you can.
Yeah. They thought we was capping, man.
Yeah.
They thought it was a joke.
And we made moves on the side knowing that this could potentially happen. And guys, we the channel has been kicked off the YouTube Partner Program.
Now, this is where the meat and potatoes of this whole thing is, right? I know some people are going to probably make their own videos to this and clowning these guys. Fresh and Fit, they're finally going, ooh, cool. That's for y'all to do. I'm not a fan, nor am I, an op of these guys. I have no history with them. My real purpose on making this was for the YouTube side of it. I don't understand the YouTube rules and regulations, or I don't fully understand what YouTube sees as okay and when. Fresh and Fit had to work to get their viewer base. They had to work to get those fans. They had to work to get those people to come in and rewatch them. They tell their story. You can watch the whole thing themselves. They came from normal jobs, all that stuff. And they created a podcast that a lot of people out there in the world find interesting because it's not just them thinking like this. And so for YouTube to be like, okay, well, you guys have clearly tapped into a subsect of people that really care for your content, and we're just going to shut you down because we don't like it, or because as YouTube, we promote something completely different. I find that fucked. Don't you guys find that a little fucked? It's like YouTube, it's like yeah, we're promoting this different type of positivity and we're giving all these different people a platform to do really wild shit that can affect a lot of people. But then when other people work for their platform and they get this fan base that wants to watch them, we are going to crash down on them. And for you guys that don't understand the YouTube partnership program, it doesn't mean that these guys can't post videos anymore. Essentially, what YouTube did was tell them, hey, you guys can still put videos out there. Just know you're doing it for no reason. You're not going to get paid for it. You're doing it for nothing. Essentially, you're making YouTube videos for fun. And for some people, it'll be like, okay, well, that's not bad. He can still post. Yeah, but there's nobody that makes YouTube videos just for fun. Even if they say it, if there was no money behind it, they'd probably stop making videos. It's just that it's that simple. So for YouTube to do something like that, it's kind of criminal. It's really criminal for somebody that worked really hard to get that platform on YouTube, especially since like viewers aren't interchangeable. He can't like get, kicked off of YouTube and then all his YouTube viewers are gonna follow him to Rumble. Even though that's where he streams, they can't do that. Right? He has Rumble viewers, people that use Rumble, the app or whatever. They'll go on Rumble and they'll watch his shit on Rumble. But people from YouTube, they don't go to nothing. If I'm on YouTube, I'm on YouTube. I'm not going to no other platform. The only platform that anybody that uses YouTube might also use is Discord and maybe Twitch. That's it.
Just keep it straight with
If you look right now, you can't even super chat or
you
become
can't
a
even
member.
super chat right now.
Yep.
So this is the beginning of the end of this era.
So we are in trolling chat. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So you literally can't. Yeah, man. So it's so basically we're gonna figure out what's going on because we don't even really know all the details. We're working with YouTube to try to come to a middle ground and work together and figure this out. But for now,
We don't even know why.
We don't know the specific reason.
Misogyny.
But we don't, in any form or fashion,
Chris,
hate YouTube or want to go at them. We're just saying, you know what? We wish we knew the reason why, but we respect, for them to use the platform and keeping us here for a while. And we appreciate it.
That's what I meant earlier by I don't understand the rules and regulations. Because these guys clearly didn't know why specifically they got kicked off of the platform. They can guess. You can guess. But honestly, you don't know what's good to go with YouTube. Like there's a dude on YouTube that makes viral videos of him like literally shaving his pubic, and it's not blurred, nothing. It's all there, right? It's out there for people to see just because he put it down as an educational video. You know what I mean? And YouTube allows for Arab. If you guys know his stuff, he'll go to different countries and like literally do interviews with pirates and gangsters, killers, mafiosos, all of this crazy shit, and they let it go. YouTube let a video of Jake Paul, like they found a dead body or something a few years back. They let it go. Like they let all of these people do crazy things on platforms. They let it go. Fresh and Fit, they tap into a subset of people that are angry because of the way that they feel today. And there are a lot of pockets of people that are angry because of the way they feel today. So for you to attack one pocket of people when you know damn well, the transgender community, homosexual community, but the pocket of people you choose to attack are disenfranchised men.
Yeah.
But,
and the thing is that you guys know, right, on this pod, we push the edge, right? We push the envelope where we're not going to lie about that. Like we give you guys the real deal when it comes to getting in shape, when it comes to
money, girls,
dating, improving yourself, etc. And unfortunately, to be able to give people real advice that they can take in real life and apply to the real world, you have to have uncomfortable conversations about uncomfortable topics in uncomfortable times. Guys, it's about to be an election year. You know what I mean? We're talking about certain points, and we've brought up certain points that might not be politically correct, right? That might not necessarily align with everyone's viewpoints, right? And we've worked really hard to bring people on that have different viewpoints, right? Some of them very controversial, some of them that may or may not be politically correct. And that's unfortunately the risk that you take when you make the kind of content that we do.
This is where I don't get YouTube. This is really where the problem is, because like, dude, y'all incentivize people to make bullshit content. You incentivize people to make a lot of stupid content. You got people shaking their asses on camera for fun and calling it whatever. You got dudes fighting each other on the street. You got people vandalizing. You got people like doing a bunch of stuff. Credit fraud damn near on motherfucking YouTube. And y'all let the shit slide. Like, there was just who just went viral, the dude that was like teaching guys how to scam, videos on YouTube. Let's go. But when it comes to guys that have to work for their platforms over years and build it, YouTube doesn't send like creators like a message before they're popping to be like, oh, we don't fuck with your content. You should stop doing this type of content and switch up. They don't do that. They wait for you to start popping. They wait for you to have millions of views. They wait for your views to get some traction and get people talking. And they wait for your views to have a whole comment section of haters. And then a comment section, they wait for that. They wait for that traction, and they wait for there to be like a story behind it for them to then be like, okay, we want to back whatever side we think that the status quo would want us to back. So let's back the people that hate Fresh and Fit, because in today's day, any man that speaks anything about a woman is wrong, and these guys keep speaking too much about females, so let's shut them down. It just makes you feel like, as a small content creator, right? Me, the poor man content podcast, who is really not small anymore. He's probably one of the biggest YouTubes in our space that does this kind of like, breakdowns of female stuff like that. Really funny. But it makes people like that, though, on the come up that do this type of content, who like, YouTube doesn't say shit to us. YouTube hasn't sent me a fucking word about this type of content. I made a video that literally is titled, "These fat B words need to shut the F up." And I did that kind of for clickbait. I wanted to see what was going to happen. Nothing really happened, right? YouTube didn't send me shit about it. If niggas start clicking on that motherfucking video, YouTube is going to send me some shit about it. And it shouldn't work like that. It shouldn't work like that, YouTube. It should not ever work like that. If you got a problem with some shit, have a problem with some shit from day one, and keep that same fucking energy. Do not be like, hey guys, you can throw whatever fucking kind of content you want out in the air. And then we throw some content out in the air. Then some shit that finally starts our career. We're finally going somewhere, and we need to keep this content going to maintain our fucking, fan base. Then your asses is going to pop out of nowhere, so you can't do this shit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I do not respect YouTube for that. I do not respect YouTube for that.
Yeah, man, this is tough, bro, because we put our lives into this, we didn't miss a day, honestly. It's tough. We gave up so much.
It's not fair. It's